Well, but for the first time here tonight, we're actually going to be bringing to you guys Saints Gaming Varsity Valorant.
Oh, Claudio, perfect shot onto Casper coming up mid. And now it's just relying.
VCan got two! Can he clutch this?
Claudio gonna creep up around this corner here. Who's gonna win this?
Oh my goodness, he
takes
does!
it! That is gonna make it 12-8 match point. One player left. 1v1. 7 seconds left. 6, 5. Is he able to get the spike down? He gets the plant off. It's just Viper left, and Blossom able to pick up the kill and keep St. Clair in the tournament. You can overheal a little bit. Casper and A main gonna take out Reliable. Gonna take out Jungkook.
NECC peeking heaven. Gonna try to defuse this bomb, maybe.
It's already half, and VCan is very low health, but Casper with the ult there, gonna be able to tag him both times. 5-1 for St. Clair on the attack with that star. VCan holding the dangle. Spectre, that's 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness! That was crazy. VCan got
Play coming out from VCan. He's going to find the first, the second, off the flash too. That's amazing teamwork. Coming out of the Saints, they grab the goal just to put the cherry on top. Go for the ace. It's right around the corner. Miso, no! He's going to get the shorty. Charge over to the ace site. Blossom's actually going to right click to two. Turtle's going to go down. Now JRC with the savior. He's going to take another one out of the play. The right click's fantastic for St. Clair, and this is just what you got to put up with.
And we take this JRC. Farrell with a big pistol shot onto JRC. It's going to be 1v2. Can Lupo pull this one out? Gets one. He's going to try and find the 7. Killjoy ult not going to be activated though. That's going to mean, he's going to get a Lupo with a massive headshot onto Farrell. Gets another round for St. Clair, and Lupo. No sense at all. Look at this flick. Like, you're in what world does he actually nail? That is ridiculous. That's the kind of St. Clair we like to see. So will be just the classic. JRC is going to have to push on site here sometime soon. We'll find one. We'll look for the other. No. Arthur going to survive here at the moment. Going to get chip damage, but not going to take him down, though. Is going to move on the classic. Going to get the right click, and JRC clutching up in the 1v2. That's some beautiful play.
Does not want to deal with the 3 of them, which fair enough in that regard. Agren trying to defend Jade, but Casper with the headshot right away. Casper with another. JRC finds a snipe as well, and Casper goes nuts with the triple to finish off the throw. On top of an ulted Arena as well, as if you don't have enough advantage. Actually, Puffball goes down. Lupo does get that one, ulted himself as well. And wow, finds the second one as well, Coffee, but Agren on the opposite side is going off. This is going to be Arena showdown at this rate. Never mind, JRC going to just shut that one.
Now it's also going to allow the Reyna to overheal. Thank goodness for Casper to find one, and another, and a third for JRC and Casper out of this little corner. And they don't even know Casper's here yet. The trigger discipline's so big.
Patience is key. Look at the trigger. Trigger discipline.
There's one. There's two. Pick it up, please. Please. I want it for you, Casper. No, he's going to get shot down from the Marshall, but great place. JRC's all coming through already. Can he find one? Yes, he does. That's exactly why they get the entry frag. Yes, Jet will answer back with one of his own. Jet answers actually back with 2, but JRC, big share of pick to the head. Wombat gets one with the dart onto the Jet. Now in the 2-on-2. St. Clair, they know that they know where JRC is. Claude has it all lined up and ready to go. The peek there from JRC, but he wins it. Now 2-on-1 for the Saints. VCan, JRC swings on the Killjoy, finds the frag. Now a 1v1. JRC has time to work with. All he has to do is shut down this player. He spots it out, shuts it down, and that's a 7-5 half.
Do after that. I don't care how good you are, that's a hard position to try and break into. We'll see if they can wrap up something different. They actually got aggressive, and it just did not work. But of course, it is an eco round.
Oh my goodness.
So solid job nonetheless. The rush strategy coming up from Butler, but not quite good. The shotgun point blank would be absolutely deadly, and they do make it work. 1-for-1. Casper on a 3K. Can he find another? No deathless shutdown. It's going to be all down the Wombat.
Yeah, and Wombat has to get this player off site. It's going to be a full hold. There's one, but he can't get him in time. He gets him! Wombat going to find the round for the Saints with 0.18 seconds on the defuse. What a play from St. Clair.
There's going to be a trade on site. Going to see Casper. Casper looks for the reload. They know he's in here. He's not going to be able to get out. Trying to find someone on site. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he finds it! Ronald gets them both! He gets a 4K and makes it out with a slice! Yeah, winning 9 out of the last 10 is just such an insane stat. Oh my god, what a dart! What a dart! Wombat!
Oh my gosh!
Shut him down, John! That's going on your plays of the week! And another double!
What is going on?
What am I watching?
Only a health advantage here in favor of St. Clair. Never mind. ZP gonna find Blossom. Casper gonna get one. Looking for a second. Gonna find it. Gonna try and get this heal. Gonna find a third. He's gonna over the ace here. Does he
Get through the full stick on it. And that is going to be the cleanup. Your St. Clair Saints are headed to grand finals for a national championship in the NECC playoffs.
Has this ever happened to you? You tune in to watch Saints Gaming compete at your favorite title, but you end up missing it. Scrolling through Twitter to find results is just such a chore, and it looks like there's no easy way to find out everything you've missed. Luckily, there's a solution. Hi, Millie Bays here, and I'd like to introduce you to St. Clair's Bird's Eye View, the #1 show to keep up with everything about Saints Gaming. Get weekly recaps, see great highlights, hear exclusive interviews with players and staff, and so much more. That's Bird's Eye View, available in podcast or video form at a website near you.
Head, and there he goes. Abyss gonna clean him up.
Olaf goes down. Everyone's just going to line up here for Lazzy. He's going to find himself the Quadra. Give it to him. Pentakill.
Priestley with the quad feet.
Gets the ace. Available just spin to win all over.
That game was insane.
Welcome everybody to the St. Clair Saints VALORANT NECC finals action. St. Clair making it all the way to the grand final date with Destiny here. John Billbangs Udima joined by Josh Fundy Pafundi, and this is going to be a good one. We got a best of 5 series, so we got a lot of game to cover, a lot of time to think about how they're going to play in, and I can't wait for this one. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a long series today, but definitely one to stay tuned for. I mean, these are the two top seeds in the NECC right now, meeting in the grand finals. We've already got the maps picked out. We're going to start today. We're starting on Breeze. St. Clair is going to be starting on defense on that one. And then Split, which was actually St. Clair's pick. And then we're going to go Bind, Fracture, and Ascent all the way to the 5th map.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. And the whole season, right, even up to the semifinals, all best of 3s, but the final is a best of 5, so it changes a lot. We were talking with production in the pregame about the fact that, you know, they're taking so much time to make these picks, decide what side they want to start on. Like, it's such big decisions. And I mean, you're in the grand finals for NECC, you're in a national championship game. You want to give yourself as much advantage as you can, but I think the fact that it's 5 maps is going to change how they play around their strategy so drastically, because there's so much variables when you have 5 maps.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with like a map like Fracture on here. This is a brand, like still a fairly brand new map, honestly. Yeah. In a competitive setting, it's like basically like a baby.
Yeah.
And a lot of these teams, I don't think some of these teams are prepared for Fracture, but then we saw the bans come out, and Fracture is definitely going to be played today unless we see a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, and we're talking too about the fact that we hadn't seen University of Ottawa Garnet play Breeze at all during the season, but they actually picked it for their first map. So, I mean, it could mean a lot of things. I think, obviously, the fact that uOttawa Garnet was so dominant during the regular season and through the playoffs that they can take other teams and just kind of skill check them to see how they do. But, I mean, for me, St. Clair has looked a million times better than they did during the regular season in this playoff run. They've 2-0 swept both quarterfinals and semifinals, so they haven't dropped a single map yet on their road to this finals bout. And, I mean, if you're able to sweep your semifinal and your quarterfinal opponent, I definitely think you have a lot of confidence going into this finals. And yes, Garnet is obviously going to be very good, but St. Clair can definitely stand up to them here in this match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen players like Casper, we've seen players like Wombat, like they're all stepping up. They're all on their champs. We've seen newcomer Lupo come in, like he's as we saw with the the road to finals clip there. Good job on that, John, by the way. Of course, like I mean, Saints have had some crazy plays. There were some real nail biters that have been keeping them in tournaments. It's just very, very exciting to be going into this grand finals today.
Yeah, so we're just waiting a little bit here for some production to get ready on the uOttawa side. And while we wait, I want to talk about the season as a whole. So obviously we did have JRC coming in, and then at the end of the regular season, we'd end up having Lupo coming in a couple of times, subbing in for a couple different people who couldn't make it, ends up taking that spot, and he's just looked so good, even in those games that he subbed in for. There was that one game on Haven, sorry, where he was not even in for the first 6 rounds on Reyna, and then ended up top fragging the lobby. So I mean, when you can have a sub come in and be that impactful, it makes your team so much stronger. And now he's on the main roster. It's so scary that to play against him.
Yeah, and especially now with him being on the starting lineup, I think it also shows how much effort Saints is really putting in the scrims, in the practicing. They're getting prepared. They're getting their team chemistry right. And the fact that they had such a good base already that they can slot in that sub and like make him a starter essentially.
Yeah, and he's looked excellent throughout these playoff games. He's looked so good at a lot of clutch moments, and really has bonded well with the team. And I mean, when you can have someone that strong, looking like your duelist for Casper, we didn't really see a lot of Casper playing duelist early on in the season. We saw him on Sova a lot. We did see him on kind of more of these controller initiator kind of picks, but now going for this Reyna, confidently picking it on many of these maps, it's so strong to have him flex that option of being the duelist and be able to have, you know, for example, Wombat swap off onto that Sova and play that more facilitator role, because Casper has just been showing up so much in these playoffs, and I can't wait to see what he has here in the finals.
Yeah, definitely. And we should be starting very soon, so don't go anywhere. We're about to get into it.
This should be a fun one. Hopefully we get started up soon, but I guess we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so anyway, for all of you who don't know, actually, just want to let you guys know, St. Clair COD is going to be at 7 o'clock, so we will probably be rolling in through that. But if you guys do want to watch that, that will be on the CSL channel, I believe, or NECC Sports channel as well. So go check those out. Go check out St. Clair. Make sure you're checking on those matches, because we definitely will be throughout this series. And I mean, it feels so good, right? Like, you have St. Clair League of Legends team is going to the NECC finals.
Crazy.
Obviously, we have the VALORANT team going to the finals, and we have our COD team going to the finals in NECC Star League. So, like, the caliber of these teams that are going so far in these leagues is just makes you feel so good, makes you feel so proud. For what even on the backside, right? For people like Chris, and for people like Sean, like the fact that you've built up this organization, built up the school to where it is now, a really, really powerful esports house, and we have the stadium coming up soon too. It makes you feel so good for the future of esports at St. Clair.
Yeah, especially considering a lot of these players on these teams are first years as well. They're coming in swinging. The recruiting is definitely there. And the coaching staff as well. Like the way these teams have developed throughout the regular season, and now we have 3 teams all the way in the grand finals. Both the Rocket League teams have been doing amazing. Yeah. It's just there definitely is a sense of pride.
Yeah, because it's your hard work paying off. You're building up these ecosystems where you have, I mean, it's so important, right? Like, you can have a star-studded team, but if you don't have the proper support behind it, good coaching staff, good support, you're not going to be able to put that team up on a pinnacle and be able to have them at their best. But because of the structure that's built around them, because you have the passion from the coaches and from the staff and everyone here, you have this culture that has been built up. And I mean, you walk into this building, you walk into this, you walk into this area, you just feel this love for esports that a lot of people here have. And it's not like nowhere else do you feel like this.
Yeah, definitely, especially in the college space too. I mean, personally, I mean, I'm from like fairly far away. I moved all the way down here to Windsor just to be here for this esports program. I'm so glad I've gotten these opportunities. And it's I'm just I'm just so excited for especially too the upcoming seasons too. I mean, so many games as well. It's like so many of the games that we play have been having huge updates to them. So I think the next semester and these upcoming seasons for both NECC, NECC, whatever league they're in, I think these are going to be exciting to
and it's going to be cool to think about the fact that a lot of these rosters now are very solidified. So now that you have this team chemistry built up, you can move forward into this next semester with these teams and feel even more confident about keep building that chemistry, keep building that skill together. And you get down as the years go, right? Obviously it is college, so you're only going to have these student athletes for a couple of years, but you can still build up that culture, build up a history of your team of success. So I think moving into the future, it bodes well for St. Clair. No matter what happens here, the fact that you're able to get to grand finals with this many teams, the fact that you're able to put up this kind of a challenge against these top esports competitors bodes so well for you in the future.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta hand it to Saints and all the teams that we are facing in these grand finals. I mean, every team has worked so hard to get here. And I think as a fan and as a commentator, it is great to see. I'm so excited for it. Can't wait to get into these Valorant grand finals.
Yeah, I was going to say, focusing on these grand finals, we are going to be going into Breeze here in just a second. But, I mean, looking at this map specifically, right, we haven't really seen a ton of Breeze out of St. Clair. We've mostly seen a lot of the other maps, but this was the map pick here for the side of Garnet. So it's going to be interesting to see what they go with. Obviously, you do see the pair of Vipers. You have to have a Viper on this map. It is essential. And otherwise, I think we actually have Sage here for VCan and a Killjoy on the side of Garnet. But other than that, it is a mirror matchup everywhere else.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty standard team comp, I'd say, for Breeze. I'd say Viper is a very, almost a must pick on this map. 100%. And I think we've seen that from the moment it started being played in competitive.
Yeah, you have to have that. It creates a lot more options for you, whether you're attacking or defending, able to put up that wall, split the sites, because they are just so open. So it is hard to try and cover anything, any entries going in and any retakes. You have to have that wall available to be able to cover yourself here. And it looks like there will be a B push here. Looks like a lot of uOttawa here on the offense will be starting stacked up on B site here. And we have 4 on A. So looks like the Viper, not quite sure who that is yet, will have to be very careful how they play this one out because they are the lone person on B, and this looks like it's going to be a rush.
Yeah, 5 players B here from uOttawa. They're slowly pushing into this B site. We're going to see the utility start to come out. It's all piling up as St. Clair's Viper slowly going to move out Blossom. He's taking this, just trying to see if he can get any intel for his rotating teammates.
And you see the square of Viper walls, so you have to wait for these walls to come down before you can start attacking the site, trying to find any kind of picks. But very safe positions here taken up by the side of Garnet, so no shots landing just yet. They do get played a little bit down there, but still nothing. Wall going to come back up. This might be dangerous.
Howzy gonna find the first kill on Lupo as Blossom is gonna trade him out, but APL and Jeremy they're tearing apart St. Clair. Jeremy, he's gonna be able to take down VCan right at the end from that B main spot.
Yeah, just really, really good execution there. I mean, it was a struggle because you only had one person on B site, so they weren't really able to slow down that push. As soon as the wall came up from Viper, you had the Wolf coming in from the sky, and you had the Jet dashing in, so you had to just back off site, respect that, and unfortunately retake just could come through, and it's so hard too when your Viper goes down that early. You can't block off B main. If you don't have that wall up for B main, it is a lot harder to retake that site if you're the defenders.
Yeah, I also want to talk about, I definitely think Lupo was a little too confident with that dash in the beginning. He kind of just gave them that opening pick just based on the fact they had no intel about who was backside necessarily. So uOttawa actually going straight onto B once again with St. Clair actually stacked up on A. So they're going to be 5 players coming in on the flank.
Rushing. There's so many. They're almost going to be stacked up here. Going to try and spot one out, but going to get a little bit of shift damage. Not going to be enough, though. Blade going to find Casper. Lupo will find Jeremy, but Elicitation is going to find 2 headshots with that Ghost. Who needs an SMG when you can have that thing? Blade going to find Lupo as well. So they do get 1 kill in the end, but again, it's kind of a free round. Stack up on B, just get that plant down, and a 2-0 now for uOttawa taking the advantage early on in this game.
Yeah, I think St. Clair wanted to see if they could just guess the A push and see if they could just overwhelm them with some classics, I'm assuming. But unfortunately, they kind of just got stuck on the flank there. Jeremy ended up hearing, I believe it was Blossom in the window there, and then, or no, it was Lupo in the window there. And then Elicitations was able to just come in and pick up 3.
Yeah, and importantly here, 6 out of 7 ult shards already for Jeremy here. If he can pick up an orb, he can get that Killjoy and be able to place it down, and that would be very, very effective here in this gun round now for St. Clair. We'll see if they try and get it. Howzy, get a little bit of chip damage, will dash out there in mid. Respects the fact that Wombat does have a Vandal, but only 63 HP now. They are going to push towards B yet again. There's going to be a good spotting for Blossom. Blossom not going to find anything. Got flashed out there and will give up that Vandal. So now that gun has been acquired, they will plant it on B. And I mean, St. Clair just consistently stacking A is forcing this B site, but I mean, uOttawa's having no problem taking it, and they're able to use this to their full advantage.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this was uOttawa's pick. They definitely chose this map having some strategies in mind, and I think that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing this perfect utility come down. The attacker Killjoy ult going to come out as Lupo is going to find Jeremy after he places it. He's coming in on the end here. He jumps, but Housy's going to take him before he can make it over the wall. Casper going to find Housy, but Elicitation is going to take out VCan and Wombat. It's just Casper left on the site. He's flashed. He's running towards the mid pillar. He's taken so much damage. 50 health left. Oh, and Elicitation's going to take him out while he's trying to peek the Sova, who's sitting there in the B main.
3 kills with the Bulldog there for the Sky. That's just really good gunplay. And the buy round for St. Clair comes up short. They don't get anything. And it's just really, really confusing to me why St. Clair doesn't put more towards B. You've seen the execution come through on B site multiple times now. And again, they're committing to A site very hard here. They're stacking 3 on. They have 1 person covering mid. But you can't just leave this Viper B, because if they stack it, they get this bomb down early, there just is no good retake for you. So obviously, it is a save round. We are going to see a lot of scouts coming out from St. Clair, actually, with light armor. So a little bit of money committed in this round. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, Lupo just barely misses Blade as he does a little jump peek there. The drone is going to come out. Taken out.
Nope.
Hopefully taken out. Lupo with a few shots, but no harm, no foul. How's he going to find one coming in from mid? He doesn't know Casper is crouched under those logs on site. Casper comes out, but Howsy, quick one tap. Lives with 15 health, 7 bullets. He sees the shots coming in from VCan.
Yeah,
he's taking pyramids.
Unfortunate that Stinger didn't find him, because if that pick came through, it would have stalled out this A push quite a bit, but unfortunately it doesn't mean anything. But there's a big flank coming in here from the Killjoy behind them. APL going to find VCan up in halls there. Jeremy going to find another one with a nice headshot on a Wombat. It's just going to be Viper left on the backside with the Scout. Gonna find Jeremy here. Gets the headshot, but not gonna be enough damage. So Jeremy takes him out in 4-0 now for uOttawa. I mean, it is their map pick, and they're dominating it early here, and St. Clair needs to find a buy round here. They do have the money. We are gonna see an op coming out from Lupo, but this is a very, very important round for St. Clair.
Yeah, though the only problem I see for St. Clair here could be them losing that op, and uOttawa just has a nice nest egg built up on like 2 of their players. 3 of their players will most likely max out after this round. It's definitely gonna be a tough one, because uOttawa is gonna have full buys for looking for almost 2 rounds in the future now.
Howsy forgot to buy armor, so they will have a small advantage in there. Unfortunate mistake there for the Jet, but op is still available here. Wall will come through mid. Blossom's gonna push up here, but Howsy's also gonna be ready. He has the crosshairs right on him. Sees 2, but not gonna be enough. They're gonna 2v1 him. Wombat finally finding first blood here for St. Clair, but APL going to answer back with one of his own. Seeker's going to come out as well. They will spot VCan on site. Will be forced off here in just a second. Scandart will come through as well. Will not spot out Sage, but Felicitations will dodge away and will plant this bomb. So 4v4 retake coming in here in just a second.
Yeah, as we're seeing, Lupo on St. Clair still was on that B site until the plant came down. So that's going to be a little later of a rotation from him. So we'll see what VCan can do. Is he going to stall for time? How is he going to play this? He's slowly pushing farther out into sight. He's going to get taken out by Jeremy from the cave. Wombat slowly creeping in on this wall. But the vulnerability just too much. Lupo going to find one on site. Dashes out. Little bit of damage taken, but he's still got 90 health.
Yeah, he's just going to try and escape with this op, and it's just so unfortunate, right? Because the Viper Walls are playing such a pivotal role in these retakes. You can't force yourself onto the site, and they're going in through these walls one at a time. And, you know, when you're getting peeked by 2 people, we'll find another kill there for Lupo, but there's 2 people converging on him. Going to have to try and stay alive here. Going to miss the shot, but will keep the op. Yes, does manage to do so. So a little bit of hope there for St. Clair. They do manage to keep that op, but in the end, I mean, you're still going to be on a save round for everybody else. And uOttawa 5-0 now is just dominating this pick on Breeze.
Yeah, not the worst ending to the round there from St. Clair, but I mean, you're still looking for other players. No money. We're seeing a Marshall come out. We're seeing a Spectre come out. And 2 Deagles. Ooh, the Spectre actually going to be swapped out for a Deagle pre-round. And then rifles all around the board for uOttawa. Looking like they're going for another default kind of closer to A push.
Yeah, nothing happening. Actually, pretty slow take here in the beginning. They will hear the orb. VCan has wall, as well as a sheriff. Looks like Casper wants to push up in mid. St. Clair getting aggressive here. VCan Gonna throw a few shots in there, but won't be able to find anything on A main, so they will back off. And I was gonna say, looking at this game, I think the Breeze pick was actually pretty good for uOttawa because St. Clair, they have Vcan, but Vcan is mostly a Sentinel player. Doesn't really play a lot of Viper. Only really plays it on Icebox, which St. Clair banned, and they play it on Breeze. So I think it's kind of a weakness here for St. Clair and definitely being exploited so far for uOttawa because it's just so hard because if you don't know exactly where to put these walls on your attack and defense, it's such a struggle to play this map properly.
Yeah, APL is creeping very close up here to Wombat and Tube as well. But the rest of uOttawa, as you can see, the bomb carrier is actually moving over towards B. Lupo still holding this with his op. So patient.
It's a really good spot. You're not
So
expecting the opera to
patient.
be here at all, but if this flash comes through, he's going to be blinded. He's going to have no way to get off of sight. Flash, going to come through. Will get one. Not going to get anyone with the op. He has to run. He has dash available. Going to try and smoke out. Going to find the kill actually there. Trying to sit in smoke, but not going to be enough. The op will be picked up here momentarily. Blade going to find the headshot on Blossom. Casper going down as well. 3v2 retake going to come through here. Going to find another kill for Blade, though. Trying to find Wombat in mid. Not going to get it. Scandart will come out here. Just has the Sheriff available. Knows there's one in spawn. Going to try and catch UPL here. Oh, doesn't quite get that headshot. Not going to find it. APL going to get that kill on a 6-0 scoreline for uOttawa. Just blanking St. Clair right now. They don't have any answers for them.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, like it's a convincing beatdown right now. I mean, like uOttawa is just, they're putting too much on St. Clair that they can't handle.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, it is their map pick, and it is something that they had in their back pocket. They obviously are very practiced on it, and they're doing pretty well. But, I mean, it is a 5-game series. You got to think of it in the long run, and it is a long game, right? It's only 6 rounds. It's definitely still a comeback you can make. You just have to find that first round, and that's really going to be the sigh of relief where you can feel your confidence come back. But they need to find that round and be able to stop this snowball that's been started from uOttawa.
Yeah, 3 St. Clair players pushing out of the tube here. Lupo with the Blade Storm. He's going to find APL as the rest of them move back. Wombat and Casper going to watch that slowly. uOttawa able to grab the bomb back as well, but 2 players stuck in cave here. They know the bomb is there, and they have the Blade Storm live still.
They're just waiting for someone to try and peek this, but wisely here, uOttawa not going to opt to do it. We'll just walk through spawn, silently moving over towards mid here. They already have someone in mid positioned, waiting for other people to rotate through doors, and they have Sage pushing through, or sorry, the Killjoy pushing through mid here. Jack going to spot him out, going to peek back, knows that they're sitting in mid now. Looks like they're going to rotate towards B. Wall is available here for the Viper to use, as well as Viper's Pit, so we'll see if Vcan opts to use that one here for the retake.
Yeah, Blade Storm still online for uOttawa as well. They do have that in their back pocket. How's he gonna make it onto site? No contestation here. St. Clair knows they really can't. Oh, Lupo just barely spotted the corner of Blade. He knows where he is on site now.
Yeah, and that was really smart. They Sova gave the bomb away to the sky to get the ult. So Seeker's now up and make it really hard to make the retake, but Lupo gonna find one. Gonna use the blades to get it though. Jeremy and Blade gonna find kills of their own. It is now a 3v3 retake. Killjoy ult gonna come down as well. Lupo gonna find a third though. He's got 3 in this round. He's looking for the ace. Vcan gonna res Casper. This could be a 4v2 retake. Collapse is gonna come through. Lupo finds 4. He could go for the ace here if he can find elicitations on the backside. Looking for it. Vcan gonna be here first though. Or Blossom is gonna find it. And that is gonna be finally the first round for St. Clair picked up. That is so huge for them. They finally find a buy round for themselves and start something back in uOttawa's face.
Yeah, the timing's so unfortunate there as elicitations turns away. Blossom able to pick up that final kill. Secure St. Clair their first round. They're definitely not out of this game for sure, but it is going to be a tough road back.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think at least you get something back, and Lupo on a 4K on that round was definitely going crazy there. And I mean, really right now he's the only one doing very much for St. Clair. You know, Vcan, Wombat, and Casper sitting at 1 frag apiece right now. Definitely struggling here early on, but lots of game time left. Blade Storm already been used here by Hosey on A site with the Wolf available, doing some scouting ahead. Gonna spot out Vcan on site. All gonna come through for the Sova though. Is gonna try and find something, but not gonna be able to get any damage down. So Vcan finds Hosey with the Blade Storm. That's a huge pick. Plant gonna come down here as well. Vcan with a good spot here, gonna get flashed out. APL gonna get the headshot retake 4v4.
Yeah, I remember APL from early on in the season too. I know he used to play the Jet a lot. Very consistent player, very good at hitting his shots. We're going to see Wombat and Blossom coming in from behind here. The Viper's Pit does come down from uOttawa. Slowly pushing in. Once again, they're taking this cave hold. They're using the same setup, this time with the Viper's Pit to help him out. Elicitation finds Wombat through it. A lot of damage on Blade though, but Jeremy is able to find Blossom as he peeks the cave. The Viper's Pit gonna come down. Jeremy finds Lupo, and that is gonna be 7 rounds for uOttawa in this attacking half.
St. Clair got some momentum, but uOttawa snatched it right back. Take a round at their own end. I mean, on a retake with Viper's Pit, it is very, very difficult to actually win it, especially when you have a player advantage. So for St. Clair, yes, you did end up losing that round. It is unfortunate, but you still have bias coming through. Lupo going to be on the Spectre. Everyone else is going to be able to get those guns. But this is a must-win round at this point, really. Because if you lose this one, you're losing another one. And you really only have one buy round left in the half. So if you lose this one, you're really going to be struggling. And you don't want to go into a half down 11-1. That's just not a good look.
Yeah, I think, too, it may just come down to the comp here, too. I think the double initiator might just be, like, too heavy. I think they might have needed just another Sentinel on St. Clair's side. But we're going to see a lot of utility exchanged here near B. The Viper's Pit also came out from Blossom, slowly creeping in and out. Elicitations finds VCan over near mid.
It is 4v4 here. Lupo down to 30 HP, though, is going to have to back off of this Viper's Pit. Blossom able to keep that one up and will force them away from B side here. So a little bit of delay, but I mean, the rest of the map right now kind of controlled. Ooh, Casper with a nice flank is going to find the bomb carrier. That is absolutely massive, but you see behind Sky on the flank, but no Wombat going to be aware of it. Takes out Elicitations and now a 4v2. This is very, very winnable here. Blossom still holding the ult. Jeremy just waiting for someone to peek out here. Looks like Lupo will peek out here. Jeremy going to find two there. Going to bring it to 2 apiece. Bomb is still down. Back spawn, though. If somehow they can fight each other. Hall looks like Wombat looks like he wants to come through Halls, but going to decide not to. And this is a very awkward position because Jeremy could find him coming up through window here. Casper
APL also coming up behind Casper.
Headshot.
Last player coming up behind mid here. St. Clair knows where the bomb is. They know he should be trying to play for that. But Wombat is actually back near spawn.
He's going to have to force this plant, though. And with both players collapsing on B site, I think they can get this one. If bomb has to go down now, Flash going to come through, but bomb will be planted. So he gets plant down, has util available as well. Casper going to pop through Wolf, but will be taken out immediately. Scanning going to come through there. They know where he is. Going to double peek him. Casper looking for it. Casper going to go down. APL in a 1v1 scenario. 30 HP. Can he win this one, or will Wombat take it? No, APL going to take that one with 30 HP. Wins the 1v2, and that's a heartbreaker for St. Clair. That is a tough round to lose. And your buy is now gone, and this half is pretty much gone as well.
That's what I'm telling you. APL, I vividly remember him being such a consistent player. In the 4v2 there, they are able to take it out and able to make it 8-1, just making the lead so much bigger every single round.
Yeah, and it's just tough to see that, too, because it's a 4v2 scenario, even at the end, right? It's a 1v2 scenario. You have the health advantage there. He was down to 30 HP at the end, and it's so tough to see that because that is a round that you need to win if you're St. Clair when you're down 8-1 like this. You need to get rounds that you can secure and just get yourself some kind of progress. At least give yourself a chance on the attacking half, but being down 8-1 on this eco round, unless they can miraculously find this round, I really just think this half is going to be over for them because even the next buy round, you're only going to be half buying. It's not going to work out for you. And already 2 picks, bomb down. So VCan needs to find a pick here. Does get one, but can't get the gun.
Housie was not expecting that. He waited so patiently behind that Viper wall. He's taking damage through the pyramids. They know Elicitations is sitting there in that pocket, but the Viper wall gives him enough cover to move away. VCan still here, still kicking with his deagle. Oh, the Sheriff, he sees APL on the left, but APL finds 2 once again. That's his 3rd in the round.
Yeah, APL is popping off this game. All of uOttawa popping off this game. Jeremy at 14-6 so well here on the attack. And you can tell this is just such a well-versed map for them. They know exactly what the rotations they need to do are. They know exactly where they need to go, and it's just something that St. Clair, you play those best of 3s during the regular season. You're not having to play this map. But now that you're in a best of 5 scenario, Garnet's going to pull it out, and they're going to force you onto these uncomfortable agents that you don't normally play in. And you can see they're reaping the rewards of that choice very, very well here in game number 1.
Yeah, not to mention these Viper walls are just perfectly splitting up St. Clair, as both teams going to take out one for the other at the starting of the round. And it is a 4v4. No reses up for St. Clair, so it's going to stay that way for the foreseeable future. Howsy still got this op in tube. He sees Casper jump across. He's going to miss the flick. Not too bad, though. They're making away with the intel.
Yeah, and looks like there still will be a wall available here for Blossom if you choose to use it. But again, it is these B retakes that St. Clair have struggled with so much. They need to be rotating onto this site. Wall is going to come down, so they will. Looks like they will rotate over here. Wombat and Casper are going to be moving over towards B site. But they're already on that site. Viper Wall, so effective here. Able to block off all of their re-entries. And again, Bomb's just going to go down for free, and they're going to have to work on the retake, which has just been so difficult for them.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this retake, like probably 7 out of these 10 rounds now. And it's so hard for St. Clair to make this work. Although APL is sitting very low, 12 health. One shot through into this Viper's pit that hits him. A stray shot can take him out, and that makes it a 4v3 in St. Clair's favor. Wombat going to be taken out by elicitations in the pit. He's found. Blossom's found. He's going to get sprayed down by Blade. APL going to find Caster as well. Vcan deep in the pit. He's going to be able to find Blade. No intel on where the rest of them are. He's slowly decaying, and that's the damage is too much. APL going to find Vcan at the end. 10-1 uOttawa.
Another buy round that St. Clair just cannot win. And I mean, the Viper's Pit just so strong in that round, right? Like, that retake is so difficult when that Viper's Pit is available. And I mean, they've been playing this map to perfection so far. There hasn't really been a lot of flaws. The only round they lost was, I mean, it was just an unfortunate one where someone got cut out. But 10-1 the scoreline out on Breeze. This has got to be detrimental for St. Clair's mental going into the next game, because at this point, you are kind of going into that next game, right? Like, yes, it is an attacking side of map, but I mean, regardless, it is so hard to play mistake-free Valorant, because at this point you are on eco in this final round. You're probably not going to end up winning it. Ooh, actually early spotted out there. Turret going to come down. That is
Jeremy.
Massive.
That is one of their very strong players on the retake, or on the defense after the post plant. Vcan, once again, they're going for this A setup. That wall splitting up St. Clair. It's giving them so much time, but how is he going to find Casper? And Vcan just barely misses him. Blossom is on this flank. The molly is going to come out. Just barely touches Blade. He's very low here. One shot from this Vandal will take it. Howsy misses the shot. Blossom able to find one. He's bringing it back to a 2v2. APL still on site, but it's Blade with the bomb. APL finds Blossom. That gives them the time to go plant the bomb. They don't know where Vcan is. They're playing very cautiously here.
But the problem is, when they get this bomb plant down, they have so much they have so much agency for this bomb. They have Sova ult, they have shock darts, they have Viper, they have the Viper's grenades. Gonna find two. Vcan says it doesn't matter what you have for post plant, I'm gonna take you out anyway. Wins the 1v2 there. A couple of nice shots, and St. Clair finding a second round. A little bit of hope going into the half here, swapping sides. I mean, Vcan, a very, very good round there at the end. Obviously able to clutch that one up, but 10-2 half is a very, very tough task for St. Clair to try and achieve.
Yeah, and on this attacking side too, we haven't seen St. Clair on Breeze very much. I'm not really sure how their attacking side is, but we've seen how explosive it can be from uOttawa. So maybe St. Clair needs to kind of take some ideas from them, start putting some of these Viper walls down, get in, get set up, and we're going to see just how that's going to go in 15 seconds here. Shorty coming out from Howsy actually on the defense. He is over near B.
Yeah, St. Clair looking like they want to go towards this A push. And actually a lot of commitment towards B here. 2 players for uOttawa as well as the wall on B. So a lot of B commitment here. If St. Clair can walk up through halls here, get an early position onto A site, they can definitely take advantage of it, but they need to push out soon because these players will be rotating over very soon. Flash going to come through, but door going to come down. No, it's going to go up. No, it's going to go down, but it doesn't matter. Vcan going to take him down. Blossom going to find one as well. Jeremy with the trade through. They did not want that door open. Elicitation's not going to be able to get Blossom. We'll just back up here. So it is 4v3 now for St. Clair. They have an advantage. on this attacking round. They have good positioning. Lupo, the shot towards mid here. Gonna peek with the Sheriff. Gonna shoot through the wall. Gonna find two! A collat with the Sheriff. Gonna find two for himself. Won't get that last shot, but now a 4v1 tall task here. How's he gonna get a little bit of damage there? But Blossom gonna take him out anyway. And a beautiful collat there with that Sheriff. And St. Clair starting off this attacking round a lot better than their defense.
Yeah, that is how you start the half. You get the Deagle collat on pistol round. The only thing that could have made it sweeter is if it was through that door.
That would have been great. But I mean, in the end, still a nice collat in St. Clair again. Lupo, 13 and 10, the only one positive for St. Clair in this game. We talked about how much of a change it has been for him to be in the roster, and it's looking so good for him. These playoffs have looked so good for him, and he's really going to have to keep moving forward, stepping on up here for St. Clair if they want to try and come back in this game, because yes, they have won this pistol round. Yes, they most likely will win this round, but you have a lot more rounds ahead of you they need to win. Lupo going to find the first one. Blossom going to find a second as well, so we'll be able to start the Eagle round well. Lupo going to find another one with the Marshall. And now 5v2, a tough task here for these two players to try and take this one. Black Blade on site. He's surrounded by everyone from St. Clair. Just the Lonely Viper on the flank here, and a really good round here so far for St. Clair.
Yeah, Blossom and Wombat Blossom now still pretty low. The heal is going to come out onto Wombat. So APL could definitely do something with this shorty here. I don't know if St. Clair knows he has it, because he may have had his knife out when he peeked that. Slowly pushing up. Oh, the second shot. Not able to connect. Blossom going to take out APL before he can get that value from the shorty.
Now, guns will come through for uOttawa, and St. Clair need to take some of these eco rounds, right? Because you're down so many rounds, you can't just afford to win the buys. You need to at least win a couple ecos as well, because, I mean, if uOttawa finds any kinds of rounds, you're putting yourself almost on match point.
Yeah.
So or game point, sorry. So you need to be able to find rounds on the eco here, and specifically in this round, you got 3 Spectres, you got full shields, you got a couple scout or marshals as well, so if you can find an early pick here with one of these marshals, definitely a very winnable round.
Yeah, very tall task coming up for St. Clair in this game and this round here. Casper gonna get the info on Jeremy playing backstairs. Elicitations, though, finds 2 right to start off the round. Oh, gunned. Oh, it's the third one onto Wombat. Jeremy also finds Blossom and Tube there. And Casper gonna get taken down, overwhelmed by Elicitation's first 2 picks. They outnumbered after that.
A flawless round coming through. uOttawa keeps all of their guns. St. Clair will now be on the bye. Lupo going to go for the op here on the defensive side. And this, without saying, is kind of a must-win round for St. Clair. If you don't take this one, you're stuck on the eco against full shields and rifles, and you don't really stand a chance in that regard against what uOttawa has held up so far in this game. So St. Clair need to win this round, need to get the snowball rolling, because, I mean, you're going to have to win this round, and there's enough money on the table for uOttawa to buy again after this one. So a lot of work St. Clair needs to put in here to try and come back in this one.
Yeah, the Viper's Pit is on the table for St. Clair, although Blossom is B-side, and the bomb is on the A side for uOttawa.
How is he going to get a really early first pick onto Blossom there? And that is the Viper's Pit already down. So that not going to be available for St. Clair to hold. How's he going to find another headshot onto Lupo there? How's he tapping heads only in this round, down to a 5v3 early on? It's looking rough for St. Clair.
Yeah, Wombat creeping up cave here. Not much utility left. He's got 10 seconds on this dart to wait. Slow rotation from St. Clair coming out here.
It will start to rotate towards B, but again, Viper Wall on the site makes it so difficult to take there. No plant is safe for the side of St. Clair. They don't really have a good option here. Just down 2 people in this round early on. Looks like all of uOttawa will just stay where they are. Not going to be too much roaming going on here in St. Clair. Looks like they want to push towards B. 3 players stacked up here, just waiting to push onto the site.
Full utility is left here from VCan and Casper as they're going to start using some of it. Wombat running straight through the Viper smoke. Going to get spotted, but no damage taken. A lot of damage given to Casper, though, as Blade is going to find Wombat on site. VCan also so low, and Blade and APL going to find the last 2 kills. That is 12-4, match point for uOttawa.
Another flawless round coming through, 2 in a row for uOttawa. This has been their map pick. This has been a completely dominant game in game number 1 for uOttawa, and most likely they will take it here. We're going to see Spectres and Light Shields coming through, a couple of full shields, as well as a Vandal for VCan, so a little bit of Econ here, but not really going to be enough. St. Clair, big hole they want to draw themselves out of, and I mean, you have to look forward to game 2, right? You are going on to your map pick. I think this one definitely just not St. Clair's cup of tea. I think just not strong in their agent select because of what they're forced onto on this map, so it makes it very tough for them to fight on this one. So in the end, I think St. Clair going to try and win this round, but if they lose it, it is going to be over. Blossom going to find a first pick on a Housey, though. Will pick up a gun. That is massive.
That is massive. 70 health left. Not super low. Still is less than one shot as Blade gonna pick up Wombat and VCan in the middle. APL finds Lupo. Casper gonna take out Blade, but is now a 3v2. Viper's Pit still available on Blossom. He is deep in tube here.
If he can find a way out of tube onto a site, they definitely can take this round, but with Viper lurking on A as well as Killjoy on B, or Killjoy on A, Viper on B is going to be very tough here. Blossom going to spot out one, but will retreat there, so a little bit of chip damage put down onto the sky. But in the end, still nothing, and you're going to have to get on the site pretty soon. 40 seconds to decide where they want to go, looking like they want to go A.
Yeah, as most of uOttawa also A side, EPL creeping up mid here.
The problem is going to be, though, right on where this plant wants to go, they have the Killjoy grenades as well as the alarm bot, so you can't plant there. And with only 20 seconds left, they're going to have to get this plant up very soon. Wall available here, though, will be key. They will be able to block off this site if they can stay alive here. Casper going to throw out the flash. Grenade's going to be popped very, very early. Viper's Pick going to go down. Plant going to go down as well. Going to spray through here. Not going to find anything, though. Jeremy being forced to back off, but Elicistation's found one through the smoke there. We'll pop that as well. Going to back off this one. Going to have to 1v3 here. Can he find these kills?
Is he going to be able to find
finds
Jeremy?
one. Diffuse has not gone down yet. Has no idea, but the ult will come down.
Falls.
This is going to be huge. Can he find this 1v3 Blossom? Flash going to come through. Will spray, but not going to be enough. APL going to find the headshot. And uOttawa going to find the game. 13-4. The final score here on Breeze. And map number 2. Going to be something for St. Clair to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, like, an absolute, like, just a show from uOttawa here today on this first map. I mean, Breeze was their pick.
Yeah.
I believe they haven't played on it before, actually, ever. So this is the first time we're seeing uOttawa on Breeze as well. And I think that just shows how much practice like goes in. I mean, all their setups were perfect. Their rotations were perfect. The utility perfectly melded together on that site, making all these sight lines so good. APL and Jeremy are just picking up so many kills, and St. Clair getting overwhelmed on that site and on that map as well. So I think we're just gonna, St. Clair definitely just has to look forward to map 2 here.
Yeah, we saw how well versed they were on those early attacks on B site. Like, there was just no answer for St. Clair, and I think a lot of it at 2 is the fact that they're playing operators. They're playing agents that they're not used to playing, right? Like, you have VCan on the Sage. We don't see him on Sage very often. We see Casper on Sky. We almost never see Casper on Sky. So you have people playing agents that you don't normally play, and I think that does mean you're very uncomfortable with it. But you're going to split. You're going into your map pick here, and St. Clair, yes, you did lose 13-4 there on map number 1, but this is where you need to make a statement and try and rebound here in this series and get yourself a tie.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen St. Clair do the same thing that they just happened to them on Breeze. We've seen them do that on Split. Split is definitely a very comfortable map for them. Seeing the scoreboard here at the end, as you can see, Lupo putting up a few kills, a good fight for St. Clair, with the rest of St. Clair just unable to hold up, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Lupo really the only difference maker. And really, I mean, they did get 4 rounds, but a lot of them, there's definitely a couple more they could have had back. There was those scenarios where the 1v2s just did not come through for them, and they weren't able to convert. And, I mean, it's so hard, right, when you're losing eco rounds, when you're losing rounds that you should be winning on those buys. Yeah. It is so tough. But, I mean, we're going to have to see map number 2 Split. Obviously, very, very different than Breeze. You're not going to have this Viper throwing up a wall everywhere you go. I think that'll be a lot more of St. Clair's cup of tea, especially now that you get Blossom back on the Astra, which he is way more comfortable on.
Yeah, for sure. And we are going to throw it to a quick break before we get into game 2, but don't go anywhere. This is the grand finals at NECC. We're like super hype, as we saw from that first game. uOttawa putting up a big fight, and St. Clair, we're going to see what they can do on Split coming up very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to NECC Grand Finals Valorant. St. Clair College down 1 game to uOttawa. Map 2. Attackers 5 out of 5 locked in, and we are seeing the chamber come out from Wombat. That's a spicy pick.
I like that. We're going to see Casper on Preach as well. So some new agent picks here. This is going to be interesting. Obviously, we haven't seen any chamber at all. Wombat is going to be locking that one in. Casper going to be playing the Breach here. So for the other side, we are going to see a Sage, a Skye, a Killjoy, an Astra, and a Raze. So 2 completely different team comps, except for the Astra for both sides, which on split is essential. But it's going to make it very, very interesting. I really like this change up. And I like the fact that St. Clair are coming back swinging because you lost, that was not even a close breeze. Like, Garnet absolutely smacked St. Clair in that one, 13-4. So you need some kind of surprise here for St. Clair, and I definitely like what they're doing here with these agent picks. It's going to make life very, very interesting. It's going to make this map very, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was joking about before the game started that we may see a chamber today, and we're seeing it in game 2, no less, on the split.
A lot. Look at all the util bot here for Casper. He's going to rush onto the site. Flash going to come through here in just a second. Wall going to be broken here immediately. Will be Flash coming through. Vinky going to be tagged quite a bit down. Lupo going to dash into his smoke there. Will get chipped down quite a bit. How's he going to find 1? Going to find 2 as well here. And already disaster for St. Clair. How's he going to find a 3rd with the nade? TP going to come out here. Casper left alone on site. How's he going to find 4? Can he find the ace? How's he in the pistol round? Going crazy here. They know Wombat TP'd out, but they have no idea where he TP'd out to. Howsy looks like he wants to walk forward here. Wombat will escape, but a really good idea from St. Clair, but Howsy just completely shutting it down. And that is the difference, right? When you buy util in the pistol round, your opponent can't afford to buy the ghost. Wombat going to TP back into 2 people. A good try there, but in the end, it doesn't matter. And a flawless pistol round. Not the start you're looking for St. Clair.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Howsy coming in, saving Blade there on site, gonna be able to take out, I believe it was Lupo and Casper on site at the starting there. And that was just an explosive start for them. St. Clair down members, Wombat forced to TP out, and he just gets headhunted near the end.
Yeah, just a struggle there on A site, and we are going to see the full buys coming through. The only buy for St. Clair going to be Lupo with a shorty. But other than that, nothing really going for them. Blade again. Gonna just wall this one off, but the rest of St. Clair looking like they're gonna go for mid and B. So Wombat not gonna be in a good place here. We'll get naded out. We'll back off.
Lupo playing pretty far up mid here with his shorty. But no one is actually playing vents from uOttawa, however. So this is really gonna come down to this peak on mailroom. Gonna come in, full flash, but he is able to find elicitations. Jeremy still so flashed, but Jeremy's behind them all, and he finds all 3 with the Spectre.
A good try there, and they were all flashed at that moment, so they were all just sitting in heaven like, where do we go now?
No one knew Jeremy was there because everyone was blind during that push.
APL gonna find Vcand here, and it will just be Wombat again, TPing out. Blade gonna find him a second time, and 1 kill goes over, but buy round comes through for uOttawa. They will end up picking that one up, and now St. Clair on the attack. Gotta get something going because this is their map pick.
Yeah.
This is their strongest point, is they decided to go attack on split. So buy round coming through here is gonna have to be huge for them because you've only won 4 rounds so far in these 2 games combined. So definitely tough for them. They're gonna find something to start because if you lose this round, it is going to be so detrimental for your economy as well. It's going to be tough. Even taking people down right now, you are still pretty low on economy. You see light shields for 2 members. It's going to be tough for them to win this one moving forward if they can't take this round.
Yeah, Boombot going to be taken out down near B Garage. The bomb is chilling in market. St. Clair's going to try and get some intel here out mid.
See how many Astra stars are spent in the mid there? Like,
yeah.
You have 1 in vents. Oh, APL.
Starting off their round. Going to take out Vcan. Blossom slowly pushing in through this Astra Star. But he can't do much. Ooh, Lupo going to get traded out by elicitations while he's trying to take out the Sage. Just, once again, just overwhelmed. Like, St. Clair just being absolutely pushed to the brink by uOttawa.
And it's these flankers coming through, right? You saw the last 2 rounds, it's just someone coming through with the Spectre behind them, St. Clair not watching their flank, and that's the problem, right, with this team comp that they've drafted. How's he going to find another kill? Casper, not going to get stunned up, but will get chipped down quite a bit here, down to 47 HP. Flash will come through Casper, trying to find one, will flash. Not going to matter, Blake going to get that kill, and a flawless round on the buy from St. Clair for uOttawa. It's tough to see this because you're going down to eco yet again, and full inventories of guns here now for the side of uOttawa. And I said, I was going to say, the problem with St. Clair's comp is you don't have a sentinel, right? So you can't cover your flanks. So as soon as other people rotate around through sewers, through your own spawn, you have no one to watch that. You have no way to know, and it just makes it so tough to try and cover these, and uOttawa taking full advantage of that fact.
Yeah, uOttawa playing like almost like a perfectly passive defense until they get these peaks. Howsey coming out with a quick one-tap onto Casper, but Blossom is able to trade it out. Gonna make it 4-4. Although the jet for St. Clair pretty low. Lupo slowly creeping up. He's able to make it away from Elicitations. 30 health though. Very risky jiggle peek there.
There is so much util down here for Killjoy on this entrance to A site too. So if they push this, they're just not going to be high enough HP to actually go through. So they will hesitate here for a moment. But again, they don't have the money. They don't have the guns. So it's going to be tough to try and push onto the site.
Yeah, Jeremy just waiting in this smoke near A. But the rest of St. Clair mostly going to move out. Blossom trying to cover this flank. Like we said, you can't really have any utility set up to cover that flank. So you're going to have to leave a player there. Wombat also very low, 10 health with the bomb. Slowly going to move away as all 3 players moving down vents for St. Clair.
They are going to be going quietly here, but unfortunately there is an alarm bot at the top of those ropes. So as soon as they pop up there, they will be aware of their positioning, and now St. Clair is revealed. They know where they're coming from. Flash going to come through. They're stuck in a bad spot right now. Wall will come through. Try and give them away on the site. Flash going to come through. A lot of people. Flash here going to find Elicitations. Going to find 2. Jeremy going to find another, and he will find that headshot there. Elicitations finding a 4th kill, and St. Clair again trying to play the slow game, trying to play the fast game. Still can't solve the uOttawa problem.
Yeah, I mean, the way Elicitations pop flashes and then just completely repositions himself instead of trying to push off the flash. And then St. Clair's Viper wall actually being used to his advantage. Able to pick up 2 there and then win the round for them.
Yeah, that's not looking too good here. St. Clair not going to be anywhere close to their ults. We're going to see Howsey and Elicitations just 1 orb away, 1 kill away, 1 death away from getting those ones. And St. Clair with a buy round coming through yet again. They really need to find this one. If they don't find it, it's going to be a struggle for the rest of this attacking half.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, a lot of Sage utility being used on mid here. APL, he's vulnerable, but he knows at least one is in that garage.
Boombot not going to find anything. We'll just be shot out here. And St. Clair hesitant in their approach. Looking at B site, but not wanting to push forward too much here early on. Will just walk onto the site.
Look at uOttawa though, just so steadfast in their positions, and APL gonna find the first pick of the round, finding Blossom on that Viper, or not Blossom, my bad.
Blade in the smoke here. Casper gonna find Howsey though, but Blade gonna get one back. Trade comes through for Casper. Elicitations gonna take out Wombat on the backside. Lupo gonna find APL, so trade's coming out across the map. It will be 2-2, and the bomb will be planted here. Looks like they won't contest. Elicitations gonna be spotted out here. Gonna be chipped down quite a bit. Headshot will, or body shot will come through there. Jeremy with the flank. Are they gonna know he's coming from here? Gonna find the stack.
Double peek on there.
Not gonna be enough. St. Clair strike back. Finally find that first round here on split.
That's definitely what you want to see. I mean, the first round being taken 4-1, it's not terrible, and now they're going to be even on guns and even have a little bit of money left over on Casper and Blossom, so that next round won't look the worst, even if they do lose this.
Yeah, for sure. And it just gives you something back, right? You're finally getting a round through. You're finally getting some kind of advantage here. And we do see Casper and Lupo both with ults available here. So they could pop those in this round, try and get themselves an advantage in this buy, try and draw this game a lot closer. How's he going to find VCan with the op? And that is the difference maker, right? Now that ultimate is available for the Rays, And the push is going to be stopped. The Stations is going to find one as well in mid here. We'll shoot out the teleporter. So St. Clair already down 2 people early on in this round. Not looking too hot.
Yeah, uOttawa, it seems like they just know the perfect times to get aggressive and the perfect times to just sit and wait on site, right? And like on a round like this, you'd think they wouldn't want to get aggressive going against a full buy, but APL gonna find one. But yeah, right at the starting of that round, finding that initial pick, just really shutting down St. Clair here. Both St. Clair players stuck near mid.
And it's so hard to play around this information too, right? Because like you see how much jump peeking they're doing. The problem is you don't have coverage for this flank, right? So the more jump peeking you're doing, the more time you're buying for your flankers to come through. And we're going to see Killjoy coming in behind here. So Blossom does find a kill, but you have a flanker here in the Killjoy. Killjoy can get to mid. Not going to get the kill, though. Will be spotted out. They will be forced to retreat back to mid. Going to try and walk up through. Wombat gets him. 3 HP left. Finds the kill. Now a 2v2, but Wombat very, very low HP. Op available. Going to miss the shot. Alt going to come through anyway, though. Looking for someone on site. Blossom not wanting to walk up here. Wombat going to take the hit. Howsy going to find the op shot as well. Howsy with the 1v2 on site, and 5-1 now. uOttawa strike back again. An answer for St. Clair in their hands, and Howsy, you don't need a jet for the op. Just put it on the raise.
Throw it on the raise. I mean, if the player's good enough, they'll find a way to make it work.
5-1 the score line now. St. Clair on their map pick, just not finding what they need to, and 5 ults available for them here. It will be a save round, so most likely we won't see them opt to go for any ult usage here. But, I mean, I definitely think they need to start using those ultimates all in the same round, because you need to just find something back, right? How's he going to find the op kill early on? Again, this peek in Garage working out so well for him, but APL going to get V-Can. Lupo going to find the headshot onto APL, but it will cost him his blades. They will find sight here. So Casper looking to try and get this bomb down. Lupo going to take down Blade, though. That's a huge pick. Now the breach ult up in heaven will give them a bit of time, but Jeremy with 2 kills on site here. Wombat just wants to get this plane down, wants to get this money.
Has the op online.
Oh,
misses one. Oh, he's concussed.
He's getting knifed.
He's going for the
He's
knife. Oh.
Oh my goodness. That is when you're down 5-1, you're getting knifed in a corner. That is the worst feeling. And I mean, that is just uOttawa dunking on
that. That one's demoralizing,
yeah.
Not gonna lie. that one has to get to your mental. And I think we've seen St. Clair, it may be getting to their mentals.
I mean, it has to be at this point, right? Like, this is your map pick, and you're down 6-1 on the attacking side. So I think for me, you just got to find a way to take a round back. You got to find a way to get this op out of Housy's hands, because you can't push on B with it. It's just a consistently peeking there. We are going to see him move over into the A site here, looking to try and get an early pick. St. Clair going to be here to match. Not going to spot anyone out. Going to miss the first op shot. We'll be able to retreat here. Going to toss down the boom bot. We'll spot out that player moving forward, but St. Clair has been delayed here, and it will allow for rotation to come through. And we are going to see, again, this flanker coming through could be huge for the side of uOttawa.
Yeah, Wombat trying to see if he can bait any more intel out of Howsy here, and he's actually going to find him with the Spectre after Howsy whiffs the first shot, but Blade pushes up, denies Wombat able to grab that op. Wombat once again, he TP's out. Blade is flashed. He's stuck in the Astrostar, but no players left on St. Clair to follow up.
And now Rez can come through here in just a second. Op still on the ground there, so Howsy will get that one back, and now pull it even to 5-5 St. Clair. Looks like they want to shift over, but a really good position here for APL. Going to wait for it, going to find one, look for the second, but no, not going to get it. We'll get the trade through, so in the end it is 1 for 2. But Casper, nice headshot there on the Blade, and even out at 3-3. Elicitation's not going to be there for the rotation in time, so it looks like they're looking to plant here on site, but Howsy, again, up with this op, very, very dangerous.
Yeah, and as you can see, Lupo, look, he's stuck sitting market because St. Clair has to be so conscious of these flanks. Even though uOttawa isn't going for one, they have to constantly have someone thinking about that, somebody checking for that. Because as we saw with APL down mid, it's just too much. And Lupo is actually going to find Howsy on site. 2 more players, one going to drop down. The flash comes out, but the bomb is able to get down. Blossom stuck on top of the bomb. Jeremy finds Lupo and finds Blossom through the box. That is going to make it 7-1 for uOttawa.
And St. Clair just not able to win these 2v2 scenarios is just hurting them so much, right? And I mean, there definitely was a tough one because you were stuck on site and the Killjoy ult did come down, but you do need to win those types of scenarios because it was 2 people down to less than 3/4 HP. So just a really tough one there. They weren't able to win, and now you do have the bye coming through, but 7-1 scoreline looking awfully familiar to that game number 1, and St. Clair just can't find an answer. 10-1 for Jeremy in this game, just ridiculous numbers.
Yeah, I mean, uOttawa is one round away from a full sweep almost. I mean, like, St. Clair, they were able to find the 1. VCAN still sitting at 0-8 on the scoreboard. The Viper ult hasn't really come out this game. We're not seeing, like, we're barely even able to see St. Clair get onto the site.
It's tough too because like we've seen VCAN play the Sentinel role so well, but swapping over to this Viper just hasn't really been very effective for him so far in this game. So it's paid too because of the fact that you don't have, again, that Sentinel. You can't watch your flanks and it's hurt them so much, especially in the early rounds. So I definitely think for me, St. Clair trying something new with these different agents, but just hasn't really worked for them so far in this game.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if Grand Finals is when you want to start trying stuff out with these new agents. But I don't know, maybe they felt confident enough to pick these out.
Seekers will be pushed out here. Not going to get too much information. They're going to know a couple people are going to be long A, but not really going to get much else for that. Smoke going to come through. Howsy will be spotted out here. Going to miss an op shot again. Has been struggling a little bit on this op in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, the last couple of rounds not really looking like the first few he had. Although it was good for St. Clair, though. They were able to pick up that op, and actually Lupo had it for a round or 2 there. And they were able to pick up some decent kills. St. Clair moving in. The Blossom's going to find Jeremy on top of the rafters there, and they are going to get site control. 3 players from uOttawa near screens here. APL pushes in. VCAN going to find him after he takes Blossom.
Viper's Pit is available here. VCAN most likely will pop it here in just a second. No, going to hold off on it. Casper still behind here. Has a good position for the flank, but looks like no one going to be coming from it. 2 players will be converging onto site here in just a second. Blade with full HP.
Ozzy opting for the Spectre on this retake. Pretty good idea. Ooh, Casper able to find him through the wall, and VCAN gonna take out Blade. That's a second round for St. Clair. They're fighting back.
They desperately needed that round, and more importantly, the fact that they kept the Viper's Pit there is massive because that is kind of your post-plant insurance policy that you can use in this next buy round, because you need to start striking back. If you can pull it to a 7-5 half, it would definitely feel very good for them. I think you're going to be a lot more confident in your defense, and for me, I'm definitely looking at them saying, maybe this is a defensive-minded comp without any Sentinels. I don't really know, right? Because like this is just so new for us. We haven't seen, obviously, Chamber at all. We haven't seen Casper on Breach. We haven't really seen Casper on Sky either. So Casper trying out some new stuff here, not on the usual Reyna. Gonna flash mid, gonna find one, gonna over the flash again, and mid, gonna get Howsy. Howsy gonna be sitting here in the corner, gonna try straight through the box for Licitations. Gonna find him anyway, gonna peek this Howsy, gonna find the headshot too. And just like that, the mid push is stopped. St. Clair gonna be slowed up here. Alarm bot still up here, will be shot out, so they're going to know where these 2 players are. Really good positioning here for Jeremy as well to catch them as they come out of this heaven spot.
Yeah, and as they're coming out of heaven, VCAN able to find Jeremy. That gives them the sight, as the rest of uOttawa has to come all the way from B. Viper's Pit is going to come down, like you said, that insurance policy on this buy round, but VCAN dangerously low here.
And the problem too is this Raze has so much util, she can just spam stuff into this Viper's Pit, and with grenades as well as a boom bot, if they can find just 8 HP on this Viper, will take her down. But doesn't actually manage to find anything. All going to come through for Howsy, just going to wait it out here, trying to find anything. Going to check some corners, has the rocket still available, trying to find Blossom here in backside, but not going to spot him out. Going to pop it out here, 1 HP, Blossom going to find it, 1v2. No, not going to be enough.
Yeah, waiting out the ult there, very smart from Howsy. Like, they know that St. Clair are so afraid of it, specifically VCAN there, that even seeing Blossom on site, it doesn't phase him, because he knows he's able to find him, or his teammate will be able to find him once the Viper's Pit comes down.
Yeah, and that was a struggle, right? If it was a full HP Viper, I think it would have been a different story. I think they could have fought a lot better, but because it's 8 HP, you have to be checking every which angle, and any little piece of debris from this Raze could take you out. So in the end, 8-2 now the scoreline. St. Clair Gonna be forced on another eco. Full buys coming through for you, Ottawa. And I mean, it was St. Clair's map pick, just really hasn't shown for them so far in this attack.
Yeah, I definitely... I don't want to say it's the Chamber, but the Chamber has definitely not been getting the value I think we'd see out of the Chamber. And I also don't think picking him with the Jet is really the option, because do you really need 2 offers on a team? We're going to see Wombat. Oh, he pixel peek on Blade. Not able to hit the headshot. He knows he's there. Slowly waiting for it. Spots one more with the jump peek.
Lupo does find elicitations here in mid, so they get a small advantage. They're going to want to try and move forward to get that gun, but oh, Blade somehow finds Wombat there. Unbelievable headshot, but St. Clair still pushing mid. They want that gun desperately, but Blade does not want to let them have it. Will peek here. Headshot not going to make contact. VCan's just going to go for it anyway.
He ran for it.
Just chatted that one. He's like, you know what? This is my AR. I need this thing. So he ends up getting it. Will back up with Phantom in hand now. Blade. Ooh, Blossom. The nice flank does find it. And it will be a 3-4.
Lupo's also like almost no bullets left on his Spectre here, so he may be forced to whip out the Blade Storm. APL gonna find VCan from hell, but Lupo is able to trade him out with the last few bullets on his Spectre there. Hopefully he can find a new gun. He does find the Phantom. They are gonna hopefully be able to get the plant down here, but Jeremy finds Blossom on site, and it's a 2v2. Blade Storm is available. Lupo gonna find Housey. It's just Jeremy left. We've seen him in this position before. We know he can win these. He finds Casper, 10 health. Lupo only at 50. Oh, slow peeks, and Jeremy's going to find Lupo. 9-2.
That is rounds you need to win if you're St. Clair, right? Like, it's a 1v2 retake with this Killjoy at 42 HP. Like, you need to win this round, and it's just so hard for St. Clair because you're not losing. You need to just take these rounds and take them to your advantage. But uOttawa finding him, especially Jeremy, just finding these clutches is making it so hard for St. Clair to win these. And a 9-2 scoreline now. Ults available for both the Astra and the Killjoy for uOttawa. Just the Blade Storm for St. Clair right now, and it's just not looking good here for game number 2. And it's going to be a tough series to see from a reverse sweep because it's been all uOttawa so far.
Yeah, it almost seems like St. Clair on these post plants, they're too afraid of their low health player being killed initially, that they're not taking the advantage, or they're not taking the opportunity to trade out when he actually is taken down. And then you're letting uOttawa isolate you in a 1v1. And we've seen that these players like Housey and Jeremy are just crazy. As we're going to see, Housey takes down Lupo running up the stairs with the off angle on that box.
And those are just fights you need to win. You're using the Blade Storm to get yourself an advantage in the fight, and Housey just gets the headshot, wins that 1v1, and now you're playing from a 4v5 with a whole minute and a half left in the round, so it just gives such a huge advantage to uOttawa on this defense. Can spot out Blossom down to half HP, but he will retreat down into sewers. Wombat going to be down in ropes, trying to find something here. So he pushed up quite far, but players from uOttawa are retreating here, so they will still have an advantage, but Wombat just waiting in the wings. Maybe someone peeks him down here.
Blade waiting very slowly. So patient. Look at them. They see the utility comes out. He knows someone's going to come out. He finds Blossom. Peeks. Gonna find VCan as well. Well-placed shots. And that is the bomb down for them. Wombat. It's just Wombat left here mid. As Casper is stuck in garage side of B. The bomb is heaven. Casper going to take out APL. And Housey in heaven. This is big. This is big. Elicitations very low. Wombat spraying through the wall. But Blade is going to find him. Blade going to find Wombat and Casper.
Oh. 4 kills for Blade in that round. He went absolutely huge. And he was the difference maker there. He held mid. He didn't want to let them have that gun. They finally picked up the gun, but it didn't matter because he ended up taking out 4 of them. And, I mean, the flip now, St. Clair going to be on the defensive side, but again, it's another 10-2 half, and you have to play flawless Valorant to be able to have any chance in this game. But you look across the kill feed, man. Like, Housey, everyone on the side of uOttawa is positive right now. And St. Clair, Casper, the only one at neutral at 10 and 10. Everyone else is at negative. And Wombat VCan just struggling down there. 3 and 11, 2 and 12 is just not been that kind of St. Clair that we've expected, the St. Clair that we've seen for the last couple of weeks. And I mean, they tried something interesting with these agent picks, but it just really has not paid off for them.
Yeah, so as we saw in the first game, 10-2 from uOttawa. They're going to do it again in this game. Jeremy slowly pushing up site. And I wanted to talk about what we saw initially there. So Wombat actually peeks and then uses his TP to get out, just like, say, a Jet would on there. And he is able to get some intel off of that. Lupo going to find Housey in the mailroom there. But Elicitations slowly creeping up vents. Actually making a lot of noise here. APL going to find Blossom on this A site.
Casper's still holding here on site. He's just waiting for them to see where they go. But they're going through heaven, actually, towards the CT spawn. So, the defender spawn. VCAN holding it, though. If VCAN can get an initial pick here and be able to escape, that would be huge. But they're in the stalemate now. They don't want to push through this quite yet. But St. Clair have pretty good defensive positioning. So, it'll be interesting to see who decides to check first. But VCAN going to walk away. And Casper going to realize they're all stacked up there. Flash going to come through, but can't find the kill. Is going to have to back up here. Has his Quake in 3 seconds, but no, not going to come up in time. Blade going to get the kill. One going to be on site. The Wombat going to find one. Going to go for the jumping headshot. Not going to find it. Lupo going to find a kill, though. Trey coming through, and now Plant will go down. Lupo very low, though, will be the difference maker here.
Yeah, VCAN coming in through on the rafters. Both of them are going to drop down. VCAN also very low now. Double the health of Lupo. Ooh, and Elicitation's going to find VCAN right at the end there. Trading him out, and that is going to be 11-2. Almost match point here for uOttawa.
Buys will come through, full buys for the side of uOttawa. And I mean, if you're St. Clair, you have to match, right? Like, you can't be not matching this buy that's coming out from uOttawa, but you see full shields and specters all around for the side of uOttawa, while St. Clair just going to be on those light shields and a couple stingers. So I definitely think St. Clair has a chance to win this one, but it's going to be tough because it's 11-2. Like, there's just, you have to play perfect Valorant, and right now St. Clair just not playing perfect Valorant at all.
Yeah, all 5 players from uOttawa here near A.
Oh,
How is he going so fast into this heaven? And he's going to pick up Blossom. Blossom was still setting up his stars. Like, he wasn't prepared for this level of aggression. Blade going to find one on site. How's he finding VCAN on the rotation? It's just, like, so much aggression, so overwhelming, and almost every shot is hit, too.
Yeah, just no chance here for St. Clair to do anything. Elicitation's going to get that kill. APL going to finish up Wombat there and game point here in game number 2, 12-2. And just both of these games, just utter domination from uOttawa. I mean, St. Clair looks so good up until this playoff game, but the finals, uOttawa, Garnet just completely outclassing them so far in this one.
Yeah, this team, they're hungry for this grand finals position, for this grand finals trophy, and all of the fame that comes with it.
The prize money that comes with it too.
As well.
Can't forget about that. But I mean, St. Clair here gonna have again the Spectres coming through, a couple of light shields as well, trying to find something to start back in this game. But so much aggression on this raise. Already has site penetration. There's nobody on the actual site, so Bomb Plant will come down for free here, and they're going to play the 5-person retake here in just a second.
That is all the Raze utility down now, though. The Raze is just bare with her gun, with St. Clair having a lot of utility left for this retake.
Plant will come down here. 5 members alive for both teams. A lot of players down to pretty low HP, though. Lupo going to be first one to get a kill. Blade, Jeremy going to find 2 of their own, though. How's he going to find a third as well? That's going to be VCAN at 9 HP. Will he live? Jeremy going to take down Casper, and that's going to be it. St. Clair going to lose this one 13-2. uOttawa going up 2-0 in this series. Going to go to match point here in the NECC Grand Finals.
Yeah, that was, once again, just an absolute stomp from uOttawa. They're just playing so perfectly. On defense, they're playing so patiently, finding one pick, and then flipping to aggression. And on attack, they're aggressive right out of the gate. We're seeing Housey come in with like 17-9 coming in, 306 average combat score. He was essentially killing 3 people every round. Like, that's just crazy.
I think both of these games too, we've seen VCAN really struggling on this Viper. He's 4-16 in this one. I think he was like 3-17, 3-18 in the last game. Like, he's just been struggling so much on this controller, and we expect him to play the Sentinel because that's what he's been playing the entire season, but he's just really struggling so far on the Sage and on this Viper. So, I mean, going into map number 3, St. Clair just has to completely rethink how they're playing this game, because right now they tried a couple new things that really did not work in their favor. You see these score lines, like it is just a complete blow up by uOttawa right now. And on Bind, this is where you have to turn this game around, because we talked about Fracture Ascent being those kind of wild card maps that nobody really wants to play on.
Yeah.
So I think if they can find Bind and bring it to Fracture, it could be anyone's map. But
Yeah.
it's going to be a tall task, because 6 rounds in 2 games, it just doesn't look possible for them.
Yeah, and keep in mind, St. Clair is definitely comfortable on Ascent. If they can, they make it there. But they've got this next game on Bind ahead of them, which, to be fair, they've been all right on the map. It definitely hasn't been their strongest, but they have had some nice showings on Bind. So we're gonna have to see what they do there. But I really think it comes down, they gotta start picking some comfort picks.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you go back to the stuff that you played throughout the season that's worked out so well for you, because you see the Chamber Breach just didn't work out for you at all. So I think that's what you go for. But we are going to take a short break here. We will be back in a moment with game number 3 of the NECC Grand Final. St. Clair versus uOttawa. uOttawa on match point. St. Clair fighting their way back, trying to find this reverse sweep. They got to start it up. It's going to be on Bind here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more Valorant action. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to St. Clair Saints Valorant, the NECC Grand Final. St. Clair down 2-0 against University of Ottawa Garnet here, and it has been a rough one, to say the least.
Yeah, it has definitely been just a stomp from uOttawa here. They've been so aggressive, and St. Clair can't hold up. Going into the third game here, we're gonna see what St. Clair can do on bind. They are starting on the defense.
And they're starting with comfort agents. We're going to see Vcan on the Cypher. We've seen him so many times. We see Casper on the Reyna. You saw what he can do in that highlight reel in the semifinals on this map on Reyna. So I really like the fact that he's picking that through. And for the rest of uOttawa here, we are going to see some of the same people. Actually going to see Blade on the Sova this time, as well as Jeremy on the Viper instead of the Killjoy. So a little bit of a change up there, but in the end, no Sentinels actually for the side of uOttawa. Just a lot of initiator picks and a couple duelists, so should be interesting.
Yeah, we will see. Like, once again, they're going for that aggressive team comp. They want to get into these sites. They want to get these picks and finish off the rounds before they even need to plant.
Push looks like it's going towards B site here. 3-4 stacked on long. Vcan gonna check it, but there's way too many classics there. Will be taken down by APL with the Ghost Plant. Going to come down. Jeremy going to find Lupo there, but Wombat going to be able to get the trade. We'll have to move out here. Looking for the headshot, but how's he going to find it himself? And that's going to be down to a 4v2 now. Already an early lead here in the round for uOttawa.
Yeah, Casper spotted out here in vents. He is targeted as well. He's going to be revealed. Not able to hit the second dart on him. Blossom. Oh, that's not the one you want to check, Blossom. How is he able to find another one in hookah there? Casper being overwhelmed here. Can he find Blade at least? Elicitation's running towards him with the knife out. He's going to find one. He peeks, spots two with the dismiss. One more. Heal. APL going to have to reload, jump away. They can't do much. Casper able to find 3 on the pistol round. But the round itself is going to go to uOttawa.
Yeah, and realistically, right, like uOttawa is still going to full buy with Spectres and Armor. So, yeah, you're losing your lives, but in the end, it's not really going to be much. You're just trying to get that kill. But, I mean, it's a little bit more money here for Casper, which feels nice. He is going to be able to pick up this Ghost on normally you get a Classic, so a little bit of money in his pocket. But, again, we're talking about how explosive uOttawa is on these entries. And you see there, 4 stacked up in long. Vcan popping his head out there. Not a chance to do anything there. They get an early pick, they get an early plant, and it's just disaster for St. Clair early on in the round. But Blossom sneaks by on the smoke here.
Oh, they heard him. But Casper going to be holding this. Jeremy, 1-2 quick to his head. Another one. Blossom from behind. He's going to find Lupo as well. That's 3 as APL found the 4th. It's just Wombat left with his Classic. Finds 1, but he can't find any more. He is out of ammo. Blade and Elicitations are just going to run him down.
Yeah, and that is just that blitz that you were talking about earlier. Is just, you don't even need a plant. You just take them all out before that even happens. And guns will come through now for St. Clair. We'll get Vandals and Phantoms ready here. A couple of light armors and full armors as well. But, I mean, starting off here, it hasn't been a single pistol round win for St. Clair in this entire series so far. They just really have been struggling to start stuff off, and it just starts to snowball for the side of uOttawa, right? Like, most of the time, they even end up winning this bonus round and picking up those guns, and it just snowballs into these 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 leads before St. Clair can even claim a round for themselves.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the idea from Blossom there, trying to go for the aggressive play, but Jeremy was already in that spot where he places Star. Lupo gonna find the first one on APL. That's a big part. The Astra is now down for the attackers. So they're going to have a harder time on post plan, as well as not any smokes really coming in other than the Viper.
Blade looks like he wants to push up towards A site here. There will be one going showers as well. Housey has a pretty decent spot, but will be chipped out here. Still a decent amount of HP. Will win the gunfight. Blade going to take down Wombat as well. That's 2 guns they can pick up here in just a second, as well as the plan coming down. So 4v3 in uOttawa's favor now. Going to find one. Housey still alive somehow here, and Blade going to take down Lupo with a shot there. Blade going to find another headshot on Casper, the only one left standing here. Will get peeked. Going to turn around here, trying to find 2, but no. Blade going to find a 4th in this round. And again, I'm talking about these bonus rounds that uOttawa is winning with significant numbers. It means 4 of them get to upgrade their guns. The last person will buy it out. That will be APL. And St. Clair on their buy round is losing. Now they have to go back to Eco. And you see 7K on Jeremy now. It's just such a hard game to play when you're going to be down this much in the economy.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's got to be a mental thing here for the Saints now. I mean, you saw there, like, Housey was sitting there, and he's able to just controlled spray onto, I believe it was Blossom on site. Yeah, Blossom on site there. And they're just losing gunfights they should be winning based on, like, gun advantage. They have better guns, they have rifles into these Spectres, and they're still losing the fights on these sites.
Yeah, and it makes it so difficult because as soon as you lose those guns, ooh, he's going to get grenaded out here. Blossom going to chip down to 57 HP. Tried to pop a star, but Housey called his bluff, and they will back off here. Not too aggressive to start off here. They're trying to keep these guns because if St. Clair can find a couple of them, they have a chance to take back this round, but they're playing cool, calm, and collected so far in this one. The minute remaining, still lots of time to decide where they want to go.
Yeah, definitely a very different round from uOttawa here. We're seeing very slow play. Slowly creeping up. 2 players in mid-air. They're going to drone out Hookah. They do find Lupo. Elicitation's going to peek as APL finds Wombat on that long. Lupo full flash as Elicitation walks by him. Also flashed by his own flash. But he is able to get it. Casper is just stuck on site there with the Judge. 2 more from St. Clair. Coming in from Halls. And going to move around elbow here with the Sheriff. There's only so much he can do against 5 rifles. Blossom sitting in the star with the classic. VCAN gonna find Housey, but Blade finds VCAN. Blossom 2 health from the vulnerability and the decay.
They do manage to get 2 kills in that round, but again, uOttawa up 4. It is the buy round now coming through for St. Clair. They will have rifles and everyone. And this is really where you need to win because if you lose this one, you're automatically going to be down in going into the half more than likely. So it's just so hard for me to see them having any chance at coming back in this game because all these have just started with uOttawa winning this pistol round, snowballing it, winning the bonus round, and then, you know, you end up dropping a round or 2 in the mid game. But other than that, it's been just all uOttawa every single time they've had these buy rounds. And Flash going to come through here. They're going to push through. Lupo going to catch him.
Finds 2.
Caught him with a bird in his hand. Was able to take advantage of that one. So St. Clair with a couple early picks. This is going to be a Viper Spit down onto a site though. Plant will come down here in just a second. Blade will be putting that bomb down here in default. No, he's going to pick it up actually. Not going to want to go for this one. Still just shooting around. APL going to find VCAN though. That is a huge pick on the backside. But Lupo going to find him through the smoke.
Lots of damage on Blade. He's very low. The only other one left is APL, but he does find Casper. That's big for them.
Lupo, I was going to say he could go for the ace here, but not going to be able to find that 4th kill. Will go down here. Blossom going to clean it up, and St. Clair finally winning a buy round for themselves. Able to put them on the map, be able to keep some of these guns, and it's a start, and you got to start somewhere if you're going to try and come back in this series now.
Once again, though, this is the same pattern we've seen in the past few games. You lose 4 rounds, you win the 1, you win the 2, and then what do you really get after that, right? So we're going to see now even, but VCAN, half armor, no money. So he's definitely are weaker on the St. Clair side. Not by much, though. Not by much.
The economy is still favoring uOttawa here. They will have another buy round coming through, even if they do lose this one. So Drone will spot out Casper in heaven, but looks like they want to go for a full A push here. 3 pushed up on B long. They didn't find anything. There's so much investment here. It means they will get this bomb plant down here sometime soon. Blade will be able to put that one down. And how's he going to find Casper with a nade in heaven?
Casper burnt the ult there too. That's big. Blossom slowly waiting. He hears the flash come out on site. They know there's something. They know that there's players here. uOttawa, do these players actually moving out?
They're holding it very far back here for this site. VCAN will be able to put down his smoke here. Get the Cypher Trap going on showers as well, but APL going to find one on site, going to find another. Wombat going to finally take him out there, but now only 2 players remaining here for St. Clair. Going to get peeked here. VCAN down to 5 HP. Jeremy going to get him there, and that's going to be a double peek. How is he going to find Wombat? And 5-1 now. Buy round does not work out for St. Clair, and they will be forced on the eco. And it's just been all uOttawa all series long. And again, they find a round here. A quick blitz onto A site. St. Clair tried to go on B long, committed 3 there, but ended up turning in their favor. Now we're going to get a weird buy here. A couple of Vandals coming through, actually.
Yeah, weird kind of half buy, full save for the rest of the team. But I don't know. Maybe they're going to play off the ults. They do have 4 ults available here. And then Casper without the ult is going to be the only one full buying, actually. So they may just be playing for ults here. Lupo going to pop the Blade Storm immediately. Hopefully give them the best chance they have in this round. But Lupo gets taken out immediately. Casper going to find APL. Blade trading him out before he can get the dismiss off. Jeremy going to find VCan on A site. It's just falling apart once again.
Yeah, and it's just these immediate trades coming out from uOttawa that are making a huge difference, right? The fact that Casper found one with the gun he invested in, but immediately got traded out meant that no one on his team could get that gun back. And when you're down in so much economy here, down so much credits, it's so hard to actually make a difference in these rounds because you're going to get traded out. You don't have the ability to go retake that gun. So a 2v4 retake coming in here now. 2 ults for both sides here. So ults available as for both sides, and we'll see if they try and use them. But more than likely, St. Clair with no gun economy here will just go down. And you know, it's been so heartbreaking to see how they play. How's he gonna find Wombat there? Gonna be 1 left here, just a frenzy. Not gonna be enough. Blade gonna find Blossom there, and 6-1 the scoreline now. And St. Clair just hasn't really been able to get good retakes off. I think the difference maker, obviously, I think uOttawa just in a lot of places is outclassing St. Clair, but especially on these retakes, it just seems like uOttawa know where they need to go on these retakes. They know every single time they plant this bomb where their positioning is. And it shifts, you know, if you watch them, it shifts as they die, as people get picked off. You shift where your positioning is to get the most optimal position on site for the retake. So it's been such an integral part of the uOttawa force here in these games, and it's making such a huge difference in the series.
Yeah, and we're also seeing every time St. Clair tries to match uOttawa's aggression, except for that one-time Showers where they were able to pick up the 2 kills, because Elicitations was stuck with his flash out. But every other time, look, once again, they're getting shut down whenever they try to be aggressive. I was literally just talking about it. They try to do it again. Elicitations just jumps straight over Wombat. They have no idea that he's there. His legs are peeking out of the smoke, but he is going to find APL before Elicitations is going to take him back. Blossom able to find Housey, but Jeremy, 3rd kill onto Blossom. It's just VCan left. He's stuck in CT. Let's see what he can do here.
They do spot him out. Jeremy at 5 HP, but both other members are full here. He's going to have a flank coming through here on Sova in just a minute. He's going to have to find a kill here earlier. He's going to be taken down from behind. Oh, he's going for the knife. Blade with the blade out here. Sovereign trying to find VCan. Going to look for the knife here. VCan not going to turn in time, and he will find it. Another knife kill. 2 knife kills in this game. And, I mean, for a grand finals, I did think this was going to be a lot closer, but uOttawa just clearly outclassing St. Clair in a lot of aspects here.
Yeah, uOttawa showing why they're the #1 seed, honestly.
100%. They've just been absolutely dominating this game. Blade 10-2-1, Jeremy 10-4-3 have just absolutely smashed it so far in this series. And a 7-1 marker now. St. Clair on yet another eco round. I just don't see any way to come back in this one. It's just so hard for me to see St. Clair even putting up a fight because you're so demoralized mentally right now. You've lost these games by such significant margins. You're down 7-1. Your mental state has got to be boomed.
Yeah, I mean, seeing Wombat, he's tossing the shock darts. Barely any damage going to come out. Owzy pops the ult. Look, he's coming out. He's trying to find Wombat. Wombat able to find him with the Deagle, but how much can he find? Elicitation is going to take him out, and there's really just nothing they can do. They're so overwhelmed, so outgunned. They're always stuck on these eco rounds as all of uOttawa now set up on site. Blade finds Lupo. Elicitations finds VCan. Casper going to be taken down. It's just Blossom left. We've seen this situation in so many rounds before, and that is going to be 8-1 for uOttawa, just continuing the stomp all the way through to the 3rd game.
Just a single pick there on the eco, and it doesn't even matter. You look across the board at the money, everyone is going to be maxed out except for Housey here for the side of uOttawa, and St. Clair again on the buy round doesn't have any money to spare, and it's just so tough, right? You see VCan 1-9-1 has just been struggling so much in this series, just hasn't found the right footing. And I mean, a lot of St. Clair hasn't really found the right footing, to be honest. It's just been a struggle across the board. And uOttawa showing why they're the #1 seed, why they've been so dominant in the regular season, in the playoffs. And in the grand finals, they're just showing just how good they are at this game.
Yeah, for sure. Blade gonna pop the ult immediately. No damage is actually gonna come out. No tags. But they are gonna use it to fake the B site and get the Viper's Pit down on A. All of St. Clair moved over except for Lupo. Lupo gonna full run in onto site, but APL gonna find him as soon as he walks out of that smoke. Casper gonna find APL through the smoke. 3 players here, 2 going heaven. Oh, Wombat was spotted too.
They do have this Viper's Pit down. It's covering a lot of site here. They will be playing mostly towards short. Shock Dart's going to come through trying to find anybody in here. Blossom going to find Housey though. A good start here for St. Clair, trying to get them some hope in this round. But no picks come in through just yet. They're going to have to push on site sometimes. Casper going to find Jeremy though. That means the Viper will come down here. They're going to go for the defuse. Both players going to be in short here. Can they find him? Elicitation didn't want through the smoke, but VK going to find them both with headshots. And St. Clair going to finally claim their second round here on Bind. A massive win for them, finally winning one of these buy rounds. And I mean, it's a start, but still 8-2, very, very daunting scoreline.
Yeah, a very tall task ahead of St. Clair if they want to win this grand finals. They've got, not only do they have to come up with 11 rounds here, but they also got to come up with 2 games after this.
I mean, it's got to start somewhere, right? You got to start from some beginning. And I mean, I think for me, I look back on this series right now, and no matter what St. Clair have pulled out, there has always been an answer from uOttawa. These gunfights they're winning, the trades they're able to take a part of, their sites, their plants, their post plants, they're attacking the site. Everything has just been so good, so precise for uOttawa. They know their game plan, they execute it to perfection. Shock Dart going to come through on Lupo here. He will get Shock Darted up a second time as well, down to 34 HP, getting spotted up by the drone here. VCan going to be taking down Elicitations, but Jeremy and Housley finding kills. APL going to get VCan in the back site as well. And this will be everyone crashing onto B site here. Plant going to come down in a second. And a 4v2 again. These site executions have been so good for uOttawa.
Yeah, Casper stuck here. 2v3 now. Alt is up. Blossom also has alt up. They opt to use it. The Empress is slowly ticking down as he's just stuck in halls here. They're waiting. They're waiting. Possibly going to pull out the flash. The Astra ult is going to come down. That's one for Casper. He slowly moves through the Astra ult. He's going to find Blade. It's a 1v1. Reyna ult is up, and he finds the 4K on Jeremy. 3rd round, 2 rounds in a row for St. Clair. Possibly starting the comeback.
This is what we needed Casper to do. This is the Casper we know and love from the rest of playoffs, and we haven't really seen him show up here in this series, but picks up a 4K, and St. Clair somehow string 2 rounds in a row together. I don't think they've done it that all series so far, so it's definitely been a struggle for them. Still down quite a significant margin, but we see some light at the end of the tunnel now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the starting there, it definitely looked bleak for St. Clair. Lupo taking so much damage from those shock darts, but Casper with that Reyna, like you said, he switched to the duelist. He's a duelist player now. You know, that's him.
I do like where this is heading. And final round going to be coming through here on the defense for St. Clair. Going to move towards the offense there, and that is where they are stronger on this map. I definitely think their offense is a lot stronger on this map than their defense is. So going to be looking forward to that sometime soon. Pretty slow play to start us off here from uOttawa.
Yeah, St. Clair can definitely work with an 8-4 half. For sure, but uOttawa, once again, we're seeing them save so much utility, and then they're finally just going to go all in on this one site. 3 players near A, but Lupo is playing close to that TP. He's ready to TP should they need it.
VCan hiding underneath here, but they suspect someone might be here. Going to see the head, but VCan going to find Jeremy anyway, but meanwhile, Blossom did get taken down on the other side of the map, so St. Clair still split. Don't know where these players are coming from.
Yeah. APL gonna take a very shallow angle here, not able to be seen. Oh, VCan saw his head, but he is revealed. 10 health left. APL did take a little bit of damage there.
Ooh, Blade got VCan with a shock dart as well. Casper gonna be anchoring the site, but gonna go down here. So Lupo gonna find a headshot, looking for another, but not gonna be enough. It's just gonna be Wombat on the other site. Plant will come down here in a 1v3 scenario. Gonna be tough for the Sova.
Blade has been playing very well this game as well. I mean,
close fight here near the end. CT. Elicitations. Oh, look, he's waiting. He throws the flash. The
They want
rest
the
of them are
knife.
going to come out. Yeah, they're going for the knife. This is just, APL is going to take out Wombat with the headshot in the end. The knife unable to come out. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to risk it. Not sure, but uOttawa 9-3 half. Another convincing half. Let's see what St. Clair can do on this attacking side, or if uOttawa can just continue their dominance in this grand finals.
Yeah, I just really think St. Clair only able to scrounge up, 9 rounds in 3 games so far. Really just not able to do anything against what uOttawa is doing at the minute. And, it is always a learning experience, right? Because this is just fall semester. You have the winter semester coming up. So you can learn by these games. You can watch back what uOttawa was doing in these games and learn a lot from them. Because, you've seen how amazing this uOttawa team has been so far on a lot of elements of the game. If you watch back these VODs, you can see their executions on site. You can see their post plans, and you can learn a lot from them. And I think it is grand final, but it is also a learning experience here for St. Clair.
Yeah, I think at this point you got to take it as that. As much as I would love to see a comeback here, realistically, game is close to closed out for uOttawa. Lupo gonna dash into sight. APL waiting there, but Jeremy gonna find Lupo with the shorty as Wombat takes out APL through the Viper one way. Elicitations with the shorty finds one. Can he find any more? That Viper one way is just tough to play around. Jeremy also waiting here with the shorty.
3v4 scenario here. Sky very low HP, can't heal up. So they will just delay this one, but they know where St. Clair members are. 33 HP now on VCan. Astra down to 2/3 HP. Arena still pretty healthy here, 78. But again, 4 players alive still for uOttawa here. 30 seconds left, but looks like they want to go towards B, but still a lot of hesitation here for St. Clair.
Blossom, he's actually going to re-rotate back towards the A side as we saw Housey do the same thing on the defense side. Both teams kind of just like almost calling each other's bluff, but Casper going to find Jeremy in the TP battle. Jeremy just whiffing the shorty shots, and there's no more ammo left for him. So that is going to actually even out the numbers here for St. Clair. How's he going to find one? But VCan gonna trade him out. Can they get the plant down? Blossom, is he able to get the plant down? 10 health. No! The time was just not there. Oh.
And it's just that hesitation.
5 seconds left.
It's just that moment of hesitation, right? Where you don't know what site you want to go on. You find the pick, and the call is go B, but the fact that the Silva was sitting there so patiently, Blade just waiting it out, waiting out the whole round, and it pays off in the end. And now 10-3. Another pistol round won by uOttawa here. They will get their buy, and a judge coming through for APL here.
Another shorty on elicitations as well. We're most likely going to be seeing him play close up here, but he's actually on B this time. Look, they're here on long. Elicitations waiting with his shorty. 3 players down long. But Blossom going to get pushed out. Oh, APL finds 1. Elicitations finds 2. Jeremy and Blade. And that is going to be all of St. Clair wiped out at Hookah. Wiped out down long. 11-3 uOttawa. 2 rounds away from the NECC Grand Finals title.
Yeah, just perfectly played there. You saw the flawless come through, and they called the bluff. They knew they wanted to go B, and they pushed through long, pushed through Hookah there, and St. Clair just not really a chance to do anything in the series, not really a chance to get started at any point. And all 3 maps just completely dominated by uOttawa, completely taken over, and St. Clair just have not found an answer for anything they've wanted to do in this series. Jeremy gonna get chipped out pretty hard here, but St. Clair again did go full in on that last round, so they will be the knife. How's he know? Gonna take him down there. Blossom gonna find Blade with the Sheriff, but 4-4 now, both sides.
Elicitations on the flank as well as APL. 2 players going to be coming from short here. 2 players sitting in the bathroom position as well, as St. Clair is able to get access to the site. Are they going to run towards B?
Yeah.
Oh, but uOttawa knows. They've already sent 2 players towards B. They sent one out of the teleporter, but VCan finds Housey and Showers. Gonna give them the numbers advantage, but APL knows. APL is on this long.
The problem is right now is APL doesn't have anyone to trade, right? So if he doesn't survive here, he will get the shotgun shots. Oh, he's going to live.
Wombat.
24 HP. Casper very low. 2 elicitations. Oh, he's going to elicitation clean that up from Hookah, and that is going to be spiked down on B side here. It's just going to be Blossom. Only one left now. Gets a couple shots down. Will get the kill. 2 members of uOttawa are very low here.
They're
One-shottable.
Yeah.
But in the smoke here with the shotgun, trying to take down Jeremy there. Has no idea
Just
where.
barely saw APL. Can he hit Jeremy? He hits one. Oh, APL, the judge in close range. Too strong. He's going to find him as soon as he peeks around that corner. Well, that is going to be match point for uOttawa. They are 1 round away from becoming national champions.
Yeah, and this was just an absolute stomp across the board for uOttawa. All 3 maps, not getting over 4 rounds in any of them so far is just unbelievable, and they've just been a masterclass of Valorant. Knew exactly what they wanted to, and from the get-go, we've seen just such good execution. We're going to see the Astra train coming through here. They know exactly where APL is going to run, going to pop all the smokes, going to go all the way through, going to get through short. Just showing off at this point, and we went at the 12-3 scoreline. When you're going to be on match point here, you're definitely going to have all the confidence in the world. APL going to be able to get up in a pretty good position here. St. Clair, not too many guns available. Going to be a tough one.
Yeah, for sure. Housie sitting here on top of this truck. He's not going to get... Oh, he is going to get spotted by the recon bolt. It was able to get 1 wave off. So they do know 1 player's position.
One way going to come down on short as well. Will force Housie off this box. Still pretty high HP here, but 2 flankers for the side of uOttawa here. Looking for any picks they can find.
Wombat's walking into APL's judge. 27 health left, and that's taken down. They know the spike's there. Oh, but Blossom had no idea that Blade is there on the flank from long. VCan trading him out. But the rest of St. Clair falls. 1 health on VCan. 1 health in a dream. Are they going to go for the knife? Oh.
I think they did. One kill coming through. Going to go for the classic, but not going to be able to find a flash coming through. Elicitations. Going to end this series and the NECC Grand Finals with a knife kill. 13-3, the final score on this final map. And uOttawa are going to sweep the series 3-0 and become NECC national champions here online in this Grand Finals.
Yeah, big congratulations to uOttawa. I mean, that was probably one of the most like aggressive and dominant matches we've seen all season, and of course it's going to be in the Grand Finals too. I mean, it's just crazy to see. Fantastic play from them. Really not much more to say. I mean, we've been talking about it all match.
Yeah.
They just completely stomped St. Clair in this one.
I mean, all credit goes to them. They every single map well versed on. We saw everything about their play was great. Their mechanics were great. Their macro was great. Their executions and their post plants, like everything was really well played by them. And I definitely think going into this one, they had it in the bag from the beginning. We saw how good their pistol rounds were, and everything after that was so good as well. But I mean, yes, it is 3-0. It is a really dominant series, and uOttawa Garnet going to be our NEC's national champions. But St. Clair still in the finalists. They still made it this far. Huge congratulations to them. And, you know, you can be very proud of all the progress you made in this NECC first season of Valorant. Like, it is huge. The fact that you made it to finals is massive. And, yes, you can see on the maps just absolute domination by Garnet. But for St. Clair, still, they made it to finals. Really, really good for them. Really good progress. I'm really glad to see their evolution throughout this whole season.
Yeah, so that's really going to be it for us today. Don't forget, I guess before we go, we can shout out our sponsors here. First off, we got Crunchyroll. Go get your Crunchyroll Premium free trial, 14 days. Crunchyroll.com/Saints. I love anime. You love anime. Go watch some anime. Other than that, we're going to go for, we've also got Tim Hortons, Subway, the St. Clair SRC, the St. Clair Alumni Association. So thank you for all our sponsors. You make what we do here possible. And yeah, and then I'm just going to, personally, I just want to give another congratulations to uOttawa. They played great today. Even though I am a St. Clair fan, obviously, but as a caster, it was just awesome to see the level of Valorant that they played today.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely level up, and St. Clair are going to be proud of where they are. Got to the finals with uOttawa Garnet on a different level. Played so well in this series. Absolute domination. Before we go, we also got to talk about our merch. Can't forget about that. Saints merch, skiing jerseys, crew necks, hoodies, whatever you want. You can get custom jerseys. You go to acquire.ca/Saints to get all of that. Definitely a huge line that we got for you. You got masks. We got anything you want. Go get yourself some merch. Acquire.ca/Saints. And before we go, it is 6:30 right now. 7 o'clock is when St. Clair will be on the NECC Esports stream for the Call of Duty finals. Go check that out. Go be there. Put out some grift diff hashtag grift diffs in chat right now for St. Clair, for the VALORANT team. And 7 o'clock, go check out what they're going to be doing on the NECC Esports team. Go cheer them on in the finals against ICC. It will be a best of 9 series. It's going to be great. I'll be there. I'm sure the rest of our production is going to be there. And I want to really thank production for coming out today. It was a great series. You guys did great. Jackson and Dan behind the scenes, always excellent people, and really want to give a shout out to them for this whole season of VALORANT so far, and for every other esports title we've done. It's been great. But yeah, that's going to be it. uOttawa Garnet will take the series 3-0 and will become the NECC national champion. St. Clair will be your runner-up. But anything else you want to add before we sign out?
That's really it today, honestly. Great season. I'm sure we're all excited for VALORANT to return in the winter. But yeah, don't forget to go catch COD at 7 o'clock on NECC channel?
On NECC, yeah, NECC Sports.
NECC Sports on Twitch, I believe.
Yeah. So that is going to be it, though. John and Bill Zudima, joined by Josh Fundy Pafundi here. St. Clair going down, but they did make it to finals. Very good. And shout out to Garnet again. Excellent play. 3-0 series sweep. That's going to be it, though. Have a good night. Stay safe and love one another. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 3:30 for some Rocket League action. Green team will be in the NECC Challenger, so we'll see you then. Can't wait to see you and be in that Call of Duty stream. We'll be there. Hashtag Griff Diff. Cheer the boys on. We want to see them win, but that's going to be it. Have a good night. Thank you all, and see you later.
Good night.
The trade through. They did not want that door open. The Elicitation's not going to get Blossom. We'll just back up here. But it is 4v3 now for St. Clair. They have an advantage on this attacking round. They have good positioning. Lupo. The shot towards mid here. Gonna peek with the Sheriff. Gonna shoot through the wall. Gonna find two! As they pop up there, they will be aware of their positioning, and now St. Clair is revealed. They know where they're coming from. Flash gonna come through. They're stuck in a bad spot right now. Wall will come through. Try and get them away on the site. Flash gonna come through. A lot of people. Flash here gonna find Elicitations. Gonna find two. Jeremy gonna find another, and he will find that headshot there. Elicitations final. Will be spotted out. They will be forced to retreat back to mid. Gonna try and walk up through. Wombat gets him. 3 HP left. Finds the kill, now a 2v2, but Wombat very, very low HP. Off available, gonna miss the shot. All gonna come through anyway, though. Looking for someone on site. Blossom not wanting to walk up here. Wombat gonna take the hit. How's he gonna find the op shot as well?
As Casper is stuck in garage side of B. The bomb is heaven. Casper gonna take out APL and Howsey in heaven. This is big. This is big. Elicitations very low. Wombat spraying through the wall, but Blade is gonna find him. Blade gonna find Wombat and Casper. Oh, they hurt him, but Casper gonna be holding this. Jeremy, 1-2 quick to his head. Another one. Blossom from behind. He's gonna find Lupo as well. That's 3 as APL found the 4th. It's just Wombat left with his classic. Finds one, but he can't find it.
No picks come in through just yet. They're gonna have to push on site sometimes with Casper. Gonna find Jeremy, though. That means the Viper will come down here. They're gonna go for the defuse. Both players gonna be in short here. Can they find him? Elicitation didn't want through the smoke, but VK gonna find them both with headshots. And St. Clair gonna finally claim their second round here on Bind. A massive win for them, finally winning one of these buy rounds.
Taking down as he's just stuck in halls here. They're waiting. They're waiting. Possibly gonna pull out the flash. The Astra ult is gonna come down. That's one for Casper. He slowly moves through the Astra ult. He's gonna find Blade. It's a 1v1. Reyna ult is up, and he finds the 4K up here, but he's actually on B this time. Look, they're here on long. Elicitations waiting with his shorty. 3 players down long. But Blossom gonna get pushed out. Oh, APL finds one. Elicitations finds 2. Jeremy and Blade. And that is gonna